of the eastern region. From, in fact, not only the eastern region, now I mean the whole of the eastern region, the Biafran states, from Ebonyi to Delta to Bayelsa to Rivers and name it, all of you, all your governors. What I'm asking you to do tonight, as your state governor, I know that you will not fail your people, that your name, that the poor people will continue to talk about you. Anambra State Governor, that the people will talk about you. Enugu State Governor, Ebonyi State, Delta State, River State, all of you.
Now you all understand why we say anything ESN, henceforth, is criminal working for one Nigerian government. Because from here now, you can get all the evidences. So anytime you see any attack or display somewhere, and at the end of the day, they start saying ESN, ESN, understand that the ESN now works for one Nigerian government. They are part and parcel of the Islamic Jihad, moving from one place to another to cause havoc. And you can hear this non-entity here, this chicken Edosium, expressing his gratitude for the Nigerian government governors, which they work together. And he's overconfident of them. He is not overconfident of Biafra again, no. He is overconfident of the Nigerian government now. That the Nigerian government are doing well after they sold out Martin and Kanu. They are doing well by doing what? Coming to massacre the people of Biafra, kill babies, slaughter, and cut off heads at impulse. It is now left for you all to decide whether you will still continue to be sending your money to this one Nigeria to be coming to massacre your people, or whether you are for Biafra, or whether you are for the BRGIE and the de facto government in the homeland, which is saddled with the sole responsibility of defending motherland. My minister Vam Vam Vam, I don't know what is wrong with your network. I've been giving you mic to come up, but your network is pulling you off. So, when you come up, you can speak. I salute all Biafrans and all the ministers of BRGIE, and all the administrators, and the de facto, and all the executives, and all the admins and coordinators of all countries where IPOB are domiciled. I salute all the reps in all the continents of the world serving under the government of BRGIE. And super salute to the Prime Minister, and super salute to the gallant men on ground who are making motherland safe and sound. We salute your courage and let the fire continue to burn because the seat is getting hotter. Prime Minister Vam Vam Vam, I know you're at work. You have the
Yeah,
mic
yeah.
before we hand over to
Thank
the
you.
co-host.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my able, formidable Minister of Communication. You are leading us well, and I appreciate the grace and tenacity you've got. And we need strong hands like you to really keep this ship moving. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. You can see that we are all in the safe hands. From our own Ogada Gidi, our supreme leader, to our own Obatobie, to our own Minister of Communication. Onye ọbụla ekwerego kwechiri that we no go agree, we go nowhere. And up to now, everybody can now see who is who. You know, you cannot see who is the torchbearer of Biafra. You cannot see who are the enemies trying to put off the light. So I don't have much time. At the place of work, I just want to say kudos to us for standing firm and making sure we defend motherland. And I want to tell you, very, very soon, it will be Uhuru. But remember, it is not yet Uhuru, but it will be Uhuru very, very soon. Whether or not we win is a matter of days. We will begin to see it when we begin to count our blessings and we will name them one by one. The enemies have been spotted, we have known them, and all we need to do now is to focus and make sure we win completely and without any form of doubt, because we are going to clear them. It is going to be zero to our enemies. Zero. They are not going to score any goal against us. Thank you very much, people of God. We move. Chike Dozie, all of you that have been saying structure, structure, structure. Now you see what structure have led you to. Those that are left of you, the remnant, the ship is still open. Hop in now before we close the door. Enough is enough. We are sailing to Biafra.
Thank you, my minister. Co-host, ministers of the Gospel of Biafra, co-host Stella and Jiwak, you have the steering. I acknowledge the presence of my minister Otumwamoya and my minister 247. They will from here. Stella and Jiwak, please, over to you, please.
Thank you, my Minister of Information. I salute you. All the ministers in the house, I salute you. Good morning from here. Can we give the mic to Minister Otungomanya? Sir, you have the mic. Your hand is up.
Yes, thank you so much. Good morning, great Biafrans. Umo Chineke ndewono. I am boiling hearing this. Please, everybody here, please endeavor to share this very space. It's very, very important. And my minister, Sonia Barawa, I must thank you for bringing this up. And I will plead, endeavor to play that record, maybe in every 10 minutes, so that people who were not here from the beginning of this, they will hear it. We have been saying this from the beginning. These people sold our leader, our dear leader, Mazinam Kano, and people are jumping up and down doing their rubbish. Well, it is so disheartening. Oh, they would tell them, look at what these people did. We are not going to forgive these people. We cannot. Men are criminals. I don't have much to say, but I just want that to be repeated every now and then so that people will hear it and share this space. Share it so everybody will gather and know something very important, something vital to prove our prime minister's um, justice and rights all this long. So this one alone is enough to clear every doubt of all the gullible people. Please do that. Do so. It's very important. Thank you so much. Dewan.
Thank you, sir, our minister. So I want to appreciate the presence of everybody. Good morning from here. Jidewa, I salute you. Ugochukwu, Brian, Justice, Chi, Biafra, Holy Movement. I salute you. I salute you, Akachukwu, Simon, Shimon, Chooks. We are many here. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me go down, 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 down. Oh my God, we are many. Emeka, I salute you. Chukwu, Emeka, Chukwu Neke, Okuchi, I salute you. Jesse Udo, I salute you. Eze Chuku, I salute you. Joseph, I salute everyone. Good morning from here and straight to the topic. Chika Edozie mu confessed. We sold ESN to Nigeria Islamic Jihadist government. Finally. Finally. Is there anybody still confused? Because if you're still working with these people, it then means that you know what you're doing. We have gotten to the stage where you won't say you don't know. So if you're still donating your money to them, working with them in the name of Biafra, restoration of Biafra freedom, by now you should know. If not, you are fake also like them. You are a sellout like them. So we are reaching out to all the ignorant Biafrans that are still working with IP. We call them IPOB Nigeria. We also call them ESN because ESN doesn't exist anymore. So when you hear them that we entered into the camp of ESL, it's fake news. In fact, they have sold the people they are supposed to be working with. That's what it means. This is also why we call them saboteurs. So this morning, confession is now raining in on how they sold ESN to Nigeria Islamic Jihadist government through the old Southeast governors with the fake intentions of paying the soldiers. Hey, the governors told them, don't worry, we will be paying your soldiers instead of you having them and you're not paying them. That be go. They sold the ESN, killed the Biafran men also for money. So they were and are still pretending that they are fighting for Biafra freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are able to debunk their lies. We can also see it. Our PM told us then that they have really sold ESN and they started yabbing him and mocking our PM. These people, after all, were never for Biafra. And now all eyes can see their sabotage. They are sabotaging. They will kill poor Biafran civilians, women and men and children, and target, is a Menke or is a Simon Eba's men. They also sold Biafra radio and used it to sabotage the same leader of the IPOB they said they were with. In fact, they even sold the leader himself to the Fulani Islamic Nigeria government with millions. Now they are working with the governors to continue to deal with our people, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are no more confused. Please share. Because some people are saying, if you refuse to understand it from today, it then means you are mapped out to, in fact, that you are also a saboteur. And now they are working with the governors, IPOB Nigeria. We call them DOS. We also now call them ESN. We call them sabos. They are working with the governors to continue to deal with our people. But thank God, ladies and gentlemen, because Biafrans have been able to create a country within a country. And we have formed Biafra Armed Forces. We have created liaison offices worldwide. We have also launched database system. We are using it. And here, Biafrans, the government will know Biafrans and the government will serve Biafrans well. We have also launched and approved Biafra Federal Reserve, Biafra Digital Currency, Biafra Coin, ladies and gentlemen, and we call it a Gemma. In fact, we are having a self-referendum, and Biafrans all over the whole world are voting yes to exit Nigeria. Furthermore, this year, 2024, Biafra Convention is coming up towards the end of the year in Finland. Our Biafrans are already registering for the convention travel. The Biafra finally will be restored this year. Spread the news and tell the whole world that Biafra is here. Furthermore, Fulani Islamic Nigeria Army, via their Vanguard newspaper, will continue to carry fake news. I call it takia. I call it lies concerning IPOB. Which IPOB, ladies and gentlemen? Now we know they have sold this same IPOB they are calling about or talking about. They have sold the ESN they are talking about. They are now turning around and killing the so-called soldiers they're supposed to be working with, that they're supposed to be paying. The Biafra Liberation Army Command in that area is intact, like our PM told us this morning. We don't have any injury recorded on BLA, but the Fulani Islamic Nigeria Army mortuary has evidence of the water, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, BLA will continue to remove all the traces of Nigeria government in Biafra land. Nigeria armored tankers imported from America, from Afghanistan, from Turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, we are facing many enemies. But you see, every weapon imported into our land will be destroyed. And our land will continue to consume all the Fulani Islamic Nigeria Army jihadists. Therefore, are you supporting Biafra government financially? Are you supporting Biafra armed forces financially? Please do. Do. So that this year, Biafra finally will be restored. I want to appreciate everyone for being around. I salute everyone. I will go to our co-host, Jidewak. You have the mic, sir. Jidewak, are you there? Can somebody hear me?
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay. Jidewa, are you free to speak now? Okay, we go to Ugochukwu. Sir, you have the mic. Ugo.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. And thank you, our Minister of Information. I salute you, my brother. And I salute our lovely brother, also one of our great media, Ugo 247. I salute you, my own blood brother, all our minister, Otunwamwanya, and all our brothers and sisters, and many of our ministers that are here. I greet each and every one of you. Of course, before I proceed, if I talk about imbecilic people, I will salute our leader Mazin Namdekano, and I will salute our great and lovely
We
Prime
can hear you,
Minister.
Stella.
JD, I think you're having a network issue.
Uh, who is speaking, please?
Ugo, can you hear me?
Hello,
JD,
can
can
anyone
you hear
hear me,
me?
please?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ugochukwu, is anyone speaking?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go out and come back in.
Yeah, just do that. So, I salute our PM, our prayer answer. I salute you, my brother, and my leader, and the chosen one among millions. Everyone have to accept that and understand it. And above all, I salute our Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Force, one of the best in the world. I salute each and every one of you. The propaganda may be raised against the special ones because you are special and you are doing the needful. You made the right choice to be honest to the motherland, and they have no other option only to talk and make propaganda. But the main thing is that, is there any IDP camp in our land? No. Is our people running hater scatter from their cities and their villages? No, apart from where the criminals that Chikredosium have hope on. You know, these guys, if they listen to, I don't know if they do listen to themselves. After made mention of the governors came to us, not army now. So this is why you have been meeting the terrorists in uniform you call army. That means you have been meeting them. Now the governors came to you, not the army now. So you have been meeting the army. I don't know if they are, I don't know if it's unfortunate that Biafra give birth to many, but some few fools who don't even know what they are doing. They don't know what they're talking about. That is number one. He also said that now they after the governors, so-called governors, the non-entities, aka governors, came to you. You hand them over for payment for the men. They still go back and clear it. Well, they did a good job. They did a good job for the troublemakers. Where dead bodies of our sisters be floated around is a troublemaker, right? Where people are being kidnapped by these people is a troublemaker, right? Just like no different with you with northern criminals called their elders. Who's supposed to call a terrorist, they call it bandit because they don't know how to call low to call it troublemakers. Because that one has gone above troublemakers in another level. They decided to choose bandit. The same thing like Chicken does them right now. You know, these guys, in the midst of where they rape our sisters, use the same men asking them, I hope it was 3 times they rape you, not 5 times. These are the people you call troublemakers. I could remember a friend of mine, his brother just arrived from one part of Europe I don't want to mention. The same people called this guy, because this guy has a mansion in where he has in the east, a beautiful mansion. I don't know how they get his number. He said his ESN that he need to drop some money, or if not, they know where his house is. They mention his house. They didn't know that the person you are talking to is a badass and he understands what is going on. The person tell them that if you do not, I'm gonna track you and I know where you are calling from. He said his ESN from us. So fortunately, the sister needed to call me. Then I tell like, at the end of the day, they needed to know that the guy know what they know. They need to call back again and say, sorry, it was not you. It was someone else. And they keep calling people, this bastard criminal. This same chick, those them boys. And that is why they keep calling ESN, ESN. These guys are bunch of sellouts, bunch of lunatic. You know, all their prayer, all these years, they have been thinking that they have found an empire of money-making machines, which is the Biafrans all over the world. You answer chief head of DOS. You know, once you come into their midst, even if you are into their midst, you have to relegate yourself as a puppet, just to keep watching them with a careful interest. If you ever try to speak like the way I was speaking right now, some of them are shocked. I have been in their midst all this while. I never want to speak a word. They do these meetings of IPOB branch in my house. I keep watching like a moron. Even their representatives in my own territory who come to my house, I never speak to him. He look at me as a fool. You just keep watching. I understand. But if you ever say something, they will relegate you or blackmail you or even poison you. But that is by the way. The governors and the useless people he was talking about, now he's praising OT, a distraction, a Fulani distraction, who has a deal with the same terrorists in uniform to protect their Abia state. After that, they come with a power plant and blah, 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 blah. And their brother, one of the best brain on the planet Earth, is in the hands of the Fulanis. He never dispute. You're talking about Lighting Aba, which is fake. The same people he's talking about. Or are you I have been there all these years. They were praising the one they call Abaribe. The same one who called his people criminals. Can you imagine that by any means there is a newspaper right now that Boko Haram, 20 of them have been killed by Nigerian soldiers? Do you think all those northern criminals will keep quiet? The answer is no. But these lunatics jubilate to tell you the type of it we bless God that God reserve people like us, people like our PM, people like our government today, for day like this. God knows what would have been the fate of our people. They would have sailed them out, the whole village is out, before you could. The same Peter Mba that was looking for a way to sell land to Fulanis to come and ravage our villages. You know, our mothers in the rural areas, the first time they saw caterpillar in their life was Peter Mba. They didn't know that caterpillar can be able to clear roads and make it smooth. But their coming was to destroy their farms. That was who? those fighting for you is saying that they are the good guys. The same Abaribe, let me go back to Abaribe. They used to praise him. And I don't know this guy, but the same guy, even at the point I was thinking that he's a nice guy though, because the way they were praising him. But this guy opened his mouth, said last time he called us criminals. We are all criminals. Yes, because I'm among those criminals. He called them because I'm a Biafran and I am doing everything humanly, like my own capable to make sure that things are well. I am among them because if you call our government, our PM Simon Ekpa criminal, I'm also the criminal because I am not supporting Simon. I am with him because I'm not an outsider. He is the son of the soil like me. The difference is he's my leader. We are all. If you call him a criminal, you call me a criminal. If you don't understand this, understand it right now. We should minimize that word I'm supporting. You're not supporting. You are in with him. If they call him a terrorist, you are being called terrorist. These are very open mouths in their useless, poverish, smelling chamber or whatever they may call it, and said, their safe heaven is people are being kidnapped. Even their head are being kidnapped in their safe heaven called Abuja, the place they rewarded the one that massacred his people, Obibo. They rewarded him to be a minister of FCT. That their safe heaven are being attacked. People travel from their villages to come to the city to come and sleep and go back to them. And why some sleep on the trees for attack? So if they are that, can you imagine that they are not safe anymore? Then listen to this. God forbid that is one of them. Listen, if you don't listen to that video, God forbid it is one of them, right? Okay, we are going there. Then, God forbid it is one of them. Do you know what that means? God forbid that you are not the senators. Chukwuemeka, Chinedu, fine. Ugochukwu, Chisom. God forbid you are not the senator that can able to send your families abroad, get treatment abroad, pay 40,000 pounds a semester abroad. God forbid that you are the one. You are the one who received the allocation, not doing the water, not fixing the road. God forbid that you are not the one who can be able to fly around the way you want. God forbid that you are not the one in charge of the benefit of the criminal empire they are eating. God forbid that we are not the one. They are the one. You understand? God forbid you are not in their position. God, glory be to God that they are the one in charge, in that position. They speak, but we have come to listen to them. We follow them morning and night. They are every minute. Because the bad news for them is that the gods of our land give birth to wonder keys. As our PM analyze, so many of us learn that you can sit down for a few seconds, no matter how busy, and articulate and reason to what garbage coming out from those that have killed us for many years. He believed for people who have never given our mothers light. Some have stumbled stones and died. Call your family in the night, in the east. Call them. Tears will run out of your eyes. Why there is a light in the under tunnels 24 hours where you are driving your car. There is a light that shows where your tire should be. But light for your mother to cook is not there. And this motherfuckers that all of us contribute our money together, drink stupid water, take useless oath together, are collaborating with those who make our mothers, make our pregnant women to stumble and die on the road. No transportation, no nothing. You see, Chike, those men, some of us, as one of our brothers said yesterday night, my uncle, that so many people, very dangerous, are hiding under this. Dangerous don't mean that we are evil against you, but those that will break your goddamn bones. You live in what they call it, Switzerland, right? It's a pity, man, that some of us live in. I don't know. Some of you live in Switzerland. Does it mean that you don't know where this motherfucker are living? Does it mean? I didn't say anyone should be violent, but bro, some of you know what's up. I don't know. Some of you know what's up. What I'm talking about. I don't need to come here to. Some of you know what's up and what's up. You have a free visa. I don't know. You have if you are in one country, but these guys has caused too much harm. Listen to these guys. You will vomit. Listen to these guys. These are people that have been shouting on the radio. We pay money from since how many years? And look at the other one called Faceless Bastard, complaining that he traveled from going to hear your house to whatever the attack is convoy. Now, and a jobless idiot in Kuwait is now moved with convoy. I don't care. You can move if you're criminal, but it does. I don't care. But in expense of the blood of our people, you wasted our ikonso, which none of you will escape that road. It doesn't matter how long it takes. But today we are here. That is why I cannot stop thanking each and every one of you who have started with our PM. You don't know what he just did. You don't know what he just did. We need 1,000 men in Finland to declare Biafra. And then let us see who has the balls to stop Biafra. Or if you, as you rant your mouth in Biafra radio and all over YouTube, please, the platform is there. Fill up the form and come and tell us the reason why we will not declare the state of Biafra. And none of you will come. I'm strongly believe that 150% that you don't have the balls, you don't have the money, you just only rant and they keep sending lunatics to the east and they keep dying. The point here is, Biafrans, we just have to do the needful. As I said, we are in a rescue mission. You have seen the type of people our people are in their hands. Your POS, your DOS, your relegated so-called lunatic, aka governors. But I'm sorry for their children, because your people, your parents, have taken a bad step and they have stepped in the toes of many bad asses. No matter the beautiful nation that Biafra is gonna be, some of us will never change from what they have putting us into. I'm telling you. No matter how beautiful, how sexy, how life floating that is gonna be, but some of us will never change from what we are. They have turned us to many things. We wander around the world like a wanderer people who come from one of the most beautiful land on the planet Earth. You made us to run away, and you think that you're gonna send your jihadis to take over our land. Yeah, that can be possible in the north. But you have seen, I don't need to tell you that it's not possible in the land of the ancestors. It does not matter. Your propaganda can sell. Shehu can be on the channel TV to propagate all kind of shit. It can be. Abati can be in Arise TV and the Oseni to propagate whatever they may think. But I tell you, you see this Biafra, it does not matter how many men are 100%. But I believe that our eyes have left the ball and faced the sun. We just have to do the little we can. And those that can do bigger, do it. It's just for once in a lifetime. And the hour is here. Their economy has crumbled. They have no place to run to. They can only rant. The Iraq, their money has finished. That is why the confession moment has started. And all of you can see it. But for us, the good guys and the good, wonderful women, your money cannot dry because you're on the right track until the restoration and declaration of Biafra. I salute each and every one of you. My Minister of Information, I salute you, man. You are a great and wonderful brother and a leader. And we'll go 247 and Vam, my brother, I salute you. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Sister Stella.
Thank you, Gochuku. Jidewa, can you hear me now? Please, Nation Minister, can you bring the work and bring him up again because he's under attack? Thank you. Yeah, like our brother said, IPOB and ESN Nigeria, they are not working for Biafra government, though. They are not working for Biafrans at all. In fact, IPOB Nigeria and ESN Nigeria, they are working for Hope. They are working for all the governors. So at the end of the day, since the Hope, let's connect the dots. Since the Hope is also plotting a coup against Tinubu, it then means that IPOB Nigeria, ESN Nigeria are also plotting a coup to bring down Tinubu. Get it right. Because IPOB Nigeria, ESN Nigeria are working for Hope. They are working for OT. They are working for the old Eastern governors. Therefore, IPOB Nigeria, ESN Nigeria are plotting a coup with Hope Uzodinjo to bring down Tinubu. And IPOB Nigeria, ESN Nigeria are not working for us Biafrans. They are not working for well-meaning Biafrans. We just heard now how they sold MNK's IPOB, MNK's ESN to Nigerian governors, to Hope Uzodinjo, to Oti, and all the old Eastern governors. So they are working against our own people. They are working against Biafra government. But Biafra government is working for Biafrans. Like I said, they have created de facto government in homeland. Biafra government in exile have also launched liaison offices all over the whole world. They have approved and launched Biafra Federal Reserve. They have approved and launched Biafra coin. In fact, we are having our self-referendum. So Biafra government is working for Biafrans. And Biafrans are voting yes, yes, yes for Biafra exit. So, no, it put it clear that IPOB Nigeria, ESN Nigeria are working for Hope Uzodinjo that is doing coup against Tinubu. We understand it. So if you are still saying ESN, ESN, IPOB, IPOB Nigeria, it then means that you are Sabo. You are working for Nigeria government. You are not working for Biafrans. You get it right now. I appreciate you, our brother Ugochukwu. You just said it all. Thank you. Can we go to Brian? Brian Williams, you have the mic, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wonderful people of Biafra, fellow citizens of the United States of Biafra. I salute every one of you. I'm going to give honor to whom honor is due, because they say when you respect, respect comes in return. In that case, I want to recognize the presence of the Minister of Information of the United States of Biafra, the mouthpiece of the state of Biafra. I salute you, sir. I salute the Minister Otumamaya. I salute Rav Bam Bam Bam. I salute Ugo 247. I salute every other minister I may not know that are here. And I salute my fellow Biafrans as well. Starting from the co-host, Mrs. Stella, J.D. Walker, Frank, David, and many hosts of you. Today we have gathered like we are always do to evangelize the good news of the United States of Biafra. Because this is the country we all have. The only country we can call our own. If we let it fall, we all fall. So if we let it stand, we all gonna stand. If we decide to fight with the last blood of every citizen of Biafra, we will do so. If we decided to make money in the countries that we are today and not to invest in Biafra land, at the end, who will feel it? We're going to be the one that will feel the pain, because we are the ones that wear the shoe and we know where you're going to pinch. Because where we are in a sojourn, the country we are now is a sojourn. When it is time for retirement, where are you going to retire to? This is the question you will start by asking yourself. Where is the paradise that I've built? That heaven that we know no bound. It is in Biafra land. That future, that peace I seek is in Biafra land. And you should be asking yourself today, will I be sitting or will I be seated and watch miscreant, idiots, nuisance, bloodsuckers, attention seekers, animals in human forms to destroy that? The answer to this is hell no. We will uphold our dignity. We will fight to defend the flag of Biafra because the flag is flying so high now and it can never go down. The dragon flag has been risen and we must support. Like Oyendu said, once the dragon flag goes up high, it can never come down. We are in a war, fellow citizens of Biafra. What you see today coming out from the topic today, it is an eye-opener. It is an vindication. It is the last witness. That is what it is today. For those that never believe and those that will still see this evidence that is crystal clear, vivid, and still close their eyes, I ask you, what is truth to you? What does truth mean to you? What does fairness mean to you? What does equity mean to you? If you can see how naked this truth is today, and you still do otherwise, may the good things cease to exist in your life. May truth cease to favor you. May people rise as it is in Psalm 35 to take your kingdom away from you. Today, citizens of Biafra, you have seen them all. You have seen the so-called DORs, their leaders, their cabals, their cohorts, their partners in crimes. We don't need to preach a lot of gospels to you for you to know who is on the right path. But we got to talk because we are human beings. Sometimes human beings seem to forget. That is why every day we evangelize. These are the people, the Egyptians in the olden days, that have fought to bring down the children of Israel. Fought in order for them not to go home. These have been the mold. These people have been the mold among us. Today, the Lord is vindicating the prime ministers and the ministers of the United States of Biafra. The Lord is vindicating them. God works in his own mysterious way. I know most of us would be wanting it to happen at the initial time 2-3 years ago when the heat was on. But we are not God. He chose this appropriate time when to work and when not to work. And this has been an appropriate time as he is doing it today. We as a man, as a human, we have fought our ways. And today there is a man that is leading this mission. There is a man that is going to lead us to cross the last Red Sea. We are in the Red Sea. As Israel crosses over the Red Sea, so is Biafra crossing over. We are already on the shore of it. A foot ahead, and that foot will be on 20 November to December when we cross the final stage of it. Today, Shiga Edozihar, you have seen the open confession. This is what we call Anna Itiwa Madono. If you ask that man what he said after now, he doesn't know. He might be regretting it, but it wasn't his own capacity that it happened. It was the forces unknown to him that opened his mouth and he started vomiting like someone that's having diarrhea of the mouth. He nailed himself on the cross. He exposed his anus by himself. The wind has blown and we have seen his anus. So, fellow citizens of Biafra, from what the report, from his speech, we shall judge him, because a man shall be judged by what he says. Imagine what our prime minister fought alone. Put yourself in the shoe of prime minister, what he went through. Thousands ganged against him. Many tongues worked against him. Leveled against him several kinds of accusations. Him walking on the street was too dangerous. He became the enemies of unseen and the ones that are seen. But we thank God that held him today. Today, we give glory to God because of that man, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Chike doesn't know what is coming out from his mouth. He doesn't know when it came out of his mouth. But it's the Chukwukike Abiyaman that made it possible. I'm going to pick up his word for the news a few times. He said in his word, we are appealing to the southeastern or eastern governments. What does the word appealing mean? Showing that one wants help or sympathy from other ones. How do you appeal to your enemy? How do you, if you have not concord to them, if you are not part of them, if we are not dining with them, this man, these people, the GUS and Chike Dozima and whatever thing they call themselves, thank God, and never for once, even hit to their words. They are 5 and 6, bread and butter, tea and sugar with the governors. And imagine this kind of governor, the kind of governors they are in line with. The bloodsuckers governors who oppose on them, man, that is willing to kill thousands to retain his seat because he knows that the Biafra is not for him, that he will be sought as he is going to face a North criminal panel. He's going to face panel for the souls he has murdered. And that is why he's doing what he's doing today, in order to stop Biafra from coming. Chike Dozim are the ones now he works with. This is to show you all those kidnapping that has been happening in our land, and robbing and the rest. Who are those ones? They killed our men, they killed their fellow men, their whole brotherhood, their brother in sword, the brother they swore an oath with. They sabotaged them, they killed them because of their selfish interest. A man that kills his brother or sister or his siblings, parents, what kind of man do you think that person is? He would do undo to return, to keep killing. That is what these men are doing today. You are appealing to somebody that's supposed to be your enemy, somebody that is supposed to be very, as in to somebody that at the mention of their name, you're supposed to get up and hide them. You are appealing to them. The truth has confirmed itself here on this statement, who these people are, for those that are still doubting them, for those that are still giving them a penny, for those that are still not starting to hear from them. I asked you, what manner of man are you that you cannot see the handwriting of the world, that after hearing these things and seeing many things, you still support the evil, the vampires that walks in the day, the ones that walks in the night? These people are bloodsuckers. Fellow citizens of Biafra, there are many of them, and many things they have done. Is it the one done by China Sanwuru, whatever they call themselves? You claim to be an enemy of a state. The same state is giving you security, is guiding you. Do you see can't you see what they are doing? These people are the state actors themselves. They are their butchers. They are their number one killers. They are their executioners. So whosoever decides with them is selling his life. You are trading with your life. It is good that about what is happening today. What we know after this day, many of you will still continue. We still give them listen here. This is what baffles me. That makes me to ask, what kind of people are you? Where do you reason from? How do you reason? After all these things that are very vivid, very like crystal clear. Let me tell you, friends, what this guy shows today, China's DOS, it shows a genuine recognition of the strength or virtue of the opposition. When I mean the opposition, I mean the Eastern governments and the zoology, the Nigerians. He showed his genuine recognition to them. He showed his genuine strength or virtue to them. He showed his 100% support towards them. He showed his alliance to them. He showed his submission, his pledge to them. He shows that he is down to earth for these people. He showed that he is willing to destroy or do anything that will kill our leader, because he doesn't have any other thing to gain. He doesn't have any other thing to gain. Their nonsense lawyer, their co-court or whatever has been expelled. So there is nothing else to gain from this than to kill, to finish what they just started. But it's too late for them. It is too late. A strong hand that came to save everyone showed the Biafra and showed the Oyendu. There was something that Prime Minister of Information posted before that shows they are now about to do a referendum. These men has no agenda from the world. They had no plan. They tell you they are doing underground work for past 3 years or thereabout. Your underground work yielded no result. Instead, it's multiplying the situation. What they do is they copy from us and try to use it. Try to use it to carry out their function, but it's not going to work. So, citizens of Biafra, before I assume it, do not listen to them. Do not go back fooling yourself again with them. For how long shall you be fooled? Do not fall this last victim to them again. I submit here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Can we go to
Thank you,
Jidewa?
Brian Williams, for that wonderful submission. Can anyone hear me, please? Am I coming?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you.
We
Thanks so
can
much,
hear you.
thank you so much, Brian Williams, for that submission, and I greet everyone on space tonight. Sorry, guys, they've been taking the mic away from me for the past 3 attempts, so I decided to see if it's going to work again. And I don't know what's going on, but we're here. Thanks everyone for being on space. Thanks our host, our Minister of Information, Sanat Barawa. Thanks our co-host Estella for being there. Our Minister Otu Mwamwaya. You're welcome, my brother David Nana. Justice Shinedu. There's a lot of Ogochukwu. I see you, my brother. And those the hands, Frank, Mazi, Gossam, Biafra, Holy Movement, and Elvis, our Minister 247. Thanks, my brother, for coming. At Mouthpiece, there's a lot of people Shimon and Mazi, Uncle the number. I see you. Thanks everyone for being there on space tonight, and there's a lot of things going on. And the latest again, once again, the criminal and these frontline saboteurs. These are frontline traitors. Chike Dozier, I remember vividly when then our spokesman, Mazi Samuel, made an exposition on this particular issue. A lot of people they actually took him for granted. They thought maybe he was joking or something. These people, the only thing they care about is what goes into their pocket. For mere 40 million naira, they sold their souls. This is the same thing they have been doing with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for a very long time. And before I start, I have to acknowledge the doggedness of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because it's the same these people, these frontline saboteurs, they are the one that put our leader where he is today. So it is not surprising to me. He can confess as much as what they are trying to do. They are trying to change the narrative. So we shouldn't buy into their game. I understand that, yes, we have to expose them for whom they are. But these people, they understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is about to regain his freedom. And what happens after that? They know what is coming. Biafrans will never forgive these people. It does not matter what they try to do. They can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, they have to pay for the whole thing that they have done. They have killed a lot of our men. They continue to point our men, their locations up to this very moment. This man he is part of the, isn't he the head of the so-called HLD? He should have known better. I understand that, like what our prime minister then, our spokesman said in one of those expositions. He said there's those of afterthought after our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. So they decided, okay, maybe they should jump the ship or maybe they should follow on with what they've been doing. But because they are career agitators, they decided to go on. Most of us here, the genuine ones, we are understand how many of you are getting paid or getting money from this government. Everything we are doing is voluntary. No one, starting from our liberation fighters, which are those that is paying the ultimate price. What we are contributing, it's nothing to not even to even par with what our Biafra Defense Forces are doing. They are the one in the front line. They are the one that making all these things, all this good news that you've been hearing, all those bad news you've been hearing in other regions of the Islamic State of Nigeria that is not happening in our land today. They are the one that is standing firm for us. And what is these people doing? They are the one that is pinpointing their location. They are the one that is giving up anything they can to say that they sabotage this movement at this moment. But because they have failed and they've understand, they have come to realize, they did realize before, but our government has stand firm despite everything, despite the whole attack against our prime minister and his cabinet. He stand firm. Now they realize that the game has changed and Biafra is here already. They know. When we started this self-referendum vote, they were mocking us. They were saying all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, they have come to realize that not only the self-referendum, other things have happened. We are in the 6th or 7th act already. Can you even believe that? And all this happened within a couple of 3 months now or so. So these people have come to realize that they have nowhere to go anymore. Rather than going forward, all these things that they are saying is just shenanigan. Rather than going forward, they decided, you know what? Maybe this little confession can get them where they want to be. Isn't it the same? This idiot, this saboteur, was the one that trying to get into our homeland government through the window. They are the same people that was saying that our prime minister then came through the back door, that he didn't come through because he refused to be like them. He refused to accept whatever the governors that they're giving them through the Islamic State of Nigeria Caliphate Fulanis. And then they call him off manner of name. At the end of the day, what happened? Our prime minister still stood firm and he's leading us already to Biafra. I keep saying this, I will hold a program about this name. I have to borrow from our brother Ugochukwu Biafra, who named our prime minister the prayer answered of Biafrans, because we tell that prayer, all those problems that we've been having, these people have been leading our leader to destruction for the past 12, 13 years. And they are telling you, no, you don't have to do it like this. You have to go through political. What do you mean? For how many times have Onyendu called off all this election then? It was because of these people. Systematic. They keep pressurizing our leader. And our leader, because you need sometimes to listen to the people that you work with. He have no option. That's why sometimes our leader come to broadcast. He'll be shouting and he confess that he need 100 men. No more, sorry for this, for using this word. Because these people, they are not man, they haven't got the balls to do the bidding. All they are interested is getting those $20, getting those $10 that the people have been contributing and use it to import containers and all that. These are career agitators. Chico himself, he's been paid 2,000 euros a month. Every expenses, anyhow, this guy will always put it as part of expenses that he on behalf of IPOB, and they keep on siphoning the money and all that. This is what they do. The 2,000 euros that Oyendu is paying him then is just a drop in the ocean. These are born criminals. They are never interested in anything to do with Biafra. They weren't there for our people. They haven't done anything. What have they done? Nothing. And all you that are listening to these idiots and saboteurs and traitors, where are you? Do you still need any convincing anymore to come and join the government and do the needful? Although we are not begging you, because you are not the one that take us to where we are at this moment. But do you still need any convincing? Is Jonathan that is ranting on defunct Radio Biafra is going to still convince you? Will China Samworu, his second in command, will convince you again? Who else are you going to listen to? This is your so-called HOD, head of your HOD. You see Udele? Is he? Who else is this going to convince you? Are you not convinced at the moment that you don't need to give your $1 to these people? You are better off giving it to Biafra Defense Forces so that can do the needful. If not because of him, you, whoever you are, wherever you are, you will be sending money to your people at this moment because they are in IDP camp and they will not be able to get that money. The Biafra Defense Forces make it possible for you. Do you see any conviction from these criminals? Well, he has spoken. He has told you everything that they know. They know. We all know this already because our prime minister, our spokesman then, have made an exposition on this particular program because that's what they do. Even the little ammunitions that ESN have then, these people have to give all of them back to the government, to the Islamic State of Nigeria government. They did. It's part of the agreement that they have with them. They are talking about political solution. Which political solution? It never happened. But one thing Biafran is going to promise them, because they know that Biafran is waiting for them. They know that there's no going back anymore because they are in an age-to-age world. The Fulanis, their paymasters is looking for them, and Biafrans are looking for them. This is the issue. That's why they will be coming out one after the other, one after the other. There was a exposition the other day. The other one was the criminal, the attachment seller in South Africa. They will be coming out one after the other, and at the end of the day, we will still not forgive them. It does not matter what they do. They must pay for the crimes that they committed against Biafrans. Do you know how many commanders these people have killed? Do you know how many of our gallant men these people have killed? The ones that refuse to die, these people will chop, these people will dig a ground and put them there and bury them alive. Can you even believe that? This is real. Our prime minister have made exposition of these issues. What else do we want to hear about these idiots? But at the end of the day, they have to pay for the crimes that they committed. We will never forgive them. It does not matter what it takes. He can come and run naked in the market square in Ekotutu. We don't care. Sheikh Odeziem and the rest of your gangs, you all must pay for the crimes that you committed against Biafrans. We will never forgive you. It does not matter what it is. First of all, you and your group to go and acknowledge and bring open apology. You start from there first. You have to confess. Apart from this confession that you're making, all yours, you have to go and make a public apology. Apologize to the Biafra Republic government in exile, prime minister, and the cabinet and his cabinet, and Biafrans at large for all what you have done. That will be the first point of your starting point. But all these things, we are not interested. Yes, you've exposed yourself and all that, but at the end of the day, Biafrans will not forgive you. This is just my own part. This is just my own words. We will never forgive you. You need to do the needful. Apologize to our prime minister for all you have said. Then maybe those ones that are still hanging on the fence that is still following you and giving you all this little money that is still sustaining you, paying your rent and the rest of it, because it don't work. You guys doesn't work. Unlike us, we are still putting our soul, we are still putting our time and everything on this movement because we believe on our government. We believe on it, no matter how big or little it is. It's a drop makes an ocean. You guys have never spent $1. Rather, you get, not that you gain, you steal from Biafrans. So you have to do the needful and apologize to our government, apologize specifically to our prime minister because you've all done manner of things against him. You have to apologize and then apologize to Biafran, and then we will see if your punishment will be reduced. But as for punishment, thank you very much, everyone, for being on space, and thanks our co-host and our minister, our host, for giving me that opportunity. I yield for now. Stella, you can carry on. I don't know who is going to be in it because there's a 4 hands up. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
No
Jidewa.
single
pardon.
No single pardon on anybody.
Okay.
I'm not going to pardon.
Otumwa, I don't know who stands up
movement
first. I don't know who I have to start from.
The next person
sorry, guys.
Justice.
Sorry, guys.
Chi.
It was a mistake. Otumwa, do you know who is going to do you know who is next on?
Oh my God.
It's a Biafra
okay, Frank, can you go first? Frank, can you go first, please? Because I don't know who is next. Who should be the next to speak? Can anyone hear me, please?
Give anybody important.
Yeah, Frank, can you hear me?
Can anybody?
If Frank is not, David Nana, you have the mic.
Can anybody?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you also.
Okay. David Nana,
thank you.
Co-hosts are not hearing themselves.
Frank, don't take too long because there's a lot of hands up, so they can get a lot of people in. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, great Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I beg to stand on the already established protocols. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Our host, Mazia Barawa, co-host Sister Stella Jedewak, all the ministers here present. I greet each and every one of us. Yeah, I will not be so lengthy because I see a lot of hands are up. The Chike Edozie,
Please
this
just make it
news.
4 minutes, not more than that.
All right, thank you. This news will not be, it's not a surprise to us. We have known this for a very long time, but we are making it more clearer to those that still believe in them to know that these people are the real criminals. In fact, let them call us anything. All we know, we are going home. Our freedom is here. The last thing we will do is to forgive any of them that have hand in selling off our leader, an innocent man that did nothing to them but to fight for the freedom of his people. They put him where he is because Fulanis don't have the arsenal to know our leaders' whereabouts. They did it. They killed our strong men. They did all sorts of evil. We can never, forgiveness is not in our dictionary. Let it take us 100 years. They must pay. Each and every one of them must pay for the evil they committed against this government. Thank you, everyone. I yield my mic here while I listen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother, for that wonderful submission. Please, guys, when you speak, if you can go down a little bit, so that because the house is full, the mics is full at the moment, so that we can get a lot of people in, and then maybe later on you can come in and do your closing remarks or something like that. Because there's a lot of requests at the moment, so that we don't have to do it yourself. So, who just spoken? Is that Biafra? Who was that? Please, if you can go down and David Nana, you have the mic. Please make it a quick one. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. My Minister of Information, I greet you here from my location. JD Walker, co-host, our own Stella, the Lioness, I greet you from here. All
Yeah,
protocols
please,
duly observed.
can I quickly make a submission, please? And
Can't you hear me?
Go ahead, Minister.
Yeah.
Can't you hear me?
Yeah, please, can you just mute him for 1 minute? Let me make a submission, please. Thank you very much. And I don't know, the speaker before the last speaker, you spoke very profoundly and very, very intelligently, but there are some things I want us to always bear in mind. You know, this idea of apologize to, or nobody in the government needs the apology of these criminals. Chike Doziem cannot apologize and can never be forgiven. So get that clear. Don't even bring that narrative, okay? So there's no narrative of the needful. There's no needful Chike Doziem can do. There's no needful these criminals can do. We don't expect any needful from them. We are doing the needful. They have done their worst. So get that clear, okay, please? These people are done for. They are done and dusted, and there is no room for that, okay? So don't ever bring that narrative, I beg of you. These people are criminals, and the judgment is what waits for them going forward. Thank you very much, Umuchineke. We move.
Thank you, Vam Vam
Thank you very
Vam.
much.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Van Van, for that.
And please, those of us that have spoken, let us give room. You know, I am
Exactly.
living to give room for those that will speak. So if you have spoken already, even if you're a minister, please just give room for people to come up and give their, submission. Thank you very much. I go back to listening.
Thank you, Van Van Van. So what I was trying to say then wasn't doing the needful is them apologizing to our prime minister, but not nevertheless does not mean that maybe the Biafrans will ever forgive this, because the sins that they've committed, just like what our prime minister said last time regarding to Britain and all that, he said he was thinking of which kind of mind he is going to use to forgive Britain. The same thing applies to these frontline saboteurs and traitors that have put us in this condition. Had it been these guys supported our leader, Mazen Nanikano from day one, we would have done more than what we are doing at the moment. But because they are criminals, they are never interested. Who is that? Please mute your mic. Mute your mic, or we'll remove you, please. We haven't got time for any idiot now. So the whole thing there is that we would have done more than we should have done at the moment, but because of this idiot, these criminals, they are the one that put us in this condition. So we will never forgive them. There's no forgiveness. They will receive. They've all collect water when they were at the due time. Thank you so much, our minister, for that reminder. David Inanna, you were supposed to be the next. You can go ahead, my brother.
Yes.
Who's making this noise?
Okay. Thank you so much, Brian. You can mute Brian's.
David Inanna, are you there?
Open. Yes, I'm speaking. Can't you hear me?
We can hear
Hello?
you. Can you hear me, David?
Okay.
This guy,
Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone.
Go ahead.
No, please hold on. It's not yet your turn. We are doing it turn by
Go ahead,
turn.
David Inanna. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, JD Walker. I appreciate you. I salute my Minister
David
of
Inanna, are you there?
Information.
Please go ahead. We can hear you. Please, 4 minutes.
I salute my Minister of Information and other ministers that are here as well.
Can anyone hear me,
Co-host
please? What's going on here?
JD Walker and Sister Stella the Lioness. I really appreciate every one of you.
So that you know,
Yes.
you know your. JD Walker, please. Mazi David is already speaking, but it seems you cannot hear him. Neither can you also hear your co-host, Sister Stella. So
Yeah,
Mazi David is
I can
already.
hear you.
Yes, but you can't hear David, and you can also not hear Sister Stella. So I think there's a little issue from your own end. So, all right, I think Mazi David, you can continue.
I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Can
yes,
I go
sir.
ahead? Okay,
Yes,
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone on this space. I also appreciate my fellow comrades of Biafra and writers of conscience as well, and every other strong Biafran who is in this platform today. You see, their confession have just started. You see, these people have done a lot of worse than good to this agitation. You know, most of the people don't actually understand what these people have done. And it beats my imagination that most people are still aligning with them. Most people are still believing in them. Most people are still thinking that somehow, someday, that when our leader comes out, he is going to embrace those who have sold him to the Nigerian government. It is very, very unfortunate for Chike Doziem to come out and tell you and I and confess before the whole world that he has a hand, they have a hand in what is happening to our leader and the Eastern Security Network. It is very, very appalling. And Biafran should take it very seriously because these people have done worse. This is the ones that they can reveal. If they tell you most of our gallant men that they pinpointedly pointed hands to and these people were killed, they can't say it on live because they have committed more atrocities to the Biafran liberation. And the same thing goes, this same sin that these animals and these criminals have committed, some people are still committing this same sin today. And I love what my deputy minister said, that these people can never be forgiven, not even in the world to come, because their sins are beyond pardonable. Their sin merits hanging. They sold the Son of God and tried to destroy everything that would have gotten us freedom. Everything that we use, something that was so dear to us that our leader brought out and said, these are the men that will defend the land of God. And there are no invaders can be able to penetrate. These people looked at all that our leader have done and tried to destroy it. It can never be well with them. And that is why every Biafran should rally around our prime minister and the government and do the needful by making sure that every necessary material, every necessary thing that needed to be done for Biafran to come must be done at this particular time, so that we are going to shame each and every one of them, including those of them in the space. Because there is one useless, idiotic girl that calls herself Ada, that I was in one space with my deputy minister, and when my deputy minister was making his own submission, Ada was interjecting and calling all manner of names. And this lady seems to be an Igbo girl or a Biafran. It really builds my imagination that such people exist that cannot see white and call it white for what it is, but because of what they are getting from the Nigerian government and the governors, that is why they are doing everything possible to make sure that they fall what we are doing. It is very, very important that every Biafran should distance themselves from all these vagabonds. That is the best thing to do. It doesn't matter whether he's your brother, he's your sister, or wherever they are coming from. These are the people who are stopping the progress that we are making, who are trying to be a break in the wheel of our progress, and they must be driven out of the way for us to have our freedom. Chike Doziem and their likes. I thank God that these things are coming out so that we are going to use it against them, including their followers who are always coming online to say Ekperima this, Ekperima that they are working on the ground, they are doing the right thing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. I just sent this video on a platform that I belong to. I used to use videos of our prime minister to disturb them, and they used to make noise. But since morning I sent this video of their broadcast into that platform, a lot of people are now coming to the realization that yes, actually, that they are not doing the right thing. So fellow Biafran, these people have no